Yeah, he went inside.
Once again, keeps it in the hand.
Wow.
Prudnik unable to set his hook. Those explosive hits are no joke. Super explosive hit, peeling the fingers. So guys, Tobias Sporrong, he's the #1 arm wrestler in Sweden, and he is going up against Vitaly, the Russian trucker, on the left arm at the next East versus West. Now, a lot of people have him as the underdog, huge underdog. It's a left arm super match. Now, keep in mind, Sporrong has beaten Prudnik on the left, that's a huge win right there. He has wins on a lot of other arm wrestlers. He faced Morozov on the left, but he ended up losing. But he did have a pin on Morozov. He's able to top roll. He's a very explosive top roll, and that's one thing I notice about him. His top roll, when he's able to keep it in the hand, he's very dominant. If he gets sucked into a deep hook, sometimes he tends to lose. But let's see what some people have to say about this match. Been waiting for Vitaly to get back at super matches. Big fan. Tobias is very strong and has been fun to watch jump into the big matches. Good card. Yeah, that's a good point. We haven't seen Vitaly since that absolute war against Dave Chafee, which was an incredible match. This is epic for Tobias to go against someone as well seasoned as Vitaly. Best of luck to both athletes. Yeah, I think it's going to be a huge challenge for Tobias, but he could shock a lot of people with a win for sure. And the thing is, he reminds me a lot of Morozov, being that they're similar frame, they're young, both tall, super strong, and they're basically the future of arm wrestling. These guys in 10 years are going to be the guys who are competing for that top spot, in my opinion. So this is a match I had no idea I wanted as much as I do now. Tobias's violent hits are fun to watch. He's very explosive. That's one thing about him. So excited for this, hoping Tobias is focused. So people seem to be pretty excited by this match. I am as well, especially given the fact that he's given a great match to Prudnik. Let's show this one first, and then we'll show the Morozov match. But this is round 1 against Prudnik. You see him setting up, posting super high, but he gets sucked into the hook of Prudnik, and then he's
elbow fouling.
Prudnik
fouled that, but Prudnik
they call that on Prudnik, but it looks like Sporrong was shooting forward there. Let's look at that again.
Boom! Gets
so
inside.
He gets stuck in that hook.
Stop.
He gets stuck in that hook, and then he pushes forward almost a little bit. They call the foul on Prudnik, but one thing I noticed from watching a lot of Sporrong's matches, he doesn't like getting caught in the deep hook. He likes to keep the fight in the hand so he can engage his pronation better. That's one thing I noticed.
Elbow foul.
So we'll see on the restart here. Again, round 1.
He wants to protect the pronator, not let him in.
Sporrong does not want to get caught in that hook of Prudnik like that first time there.
Getting match goes right here. This angle was more.
Yeah.
See, this time he's attacking.
That was good.
Just
wow.
That was impressive.
Prudnik's fingers trying to hold on there, but unable to. He peeled the fingers open.
And
so that was one win there. Let's go to the next match. He sets up super high. You can see now he definitely knows he wants to peel Prudnik's fingers. Time. See, Prudnik tried to slip out. If we watch that again.
Need a strap match.
Yeah, let's.
If we go slow-mo right here. Look, Prudnik felt uncomfortable by Tobias's hand.
Look at
You can just tell. You can see Prudnik trying to reverse hit and slip out is what he's trying to do. Sporrong saw it coming, is able to get on top of that hand of Prudnik and go right down to the pad. So that's 2-0. This is against Prudnik, who's a world-class athlete.
Prudnik's already cupping. He's cupping
Let's go to round 3
again. I mean, he did it better.
Let's see what got. Yeah, he went inside.
Once again, keeps it in the hand.
Wow.
Prudnik unable to set his hook. Those explosive hits are no joke. They call it an elbow foul. But we'll go to the restart here, and
it was slowing down.
He's got the same game plan.
Going knuckles up.
Boom! Straight to the pad.
Prudnik unable to set his hook, and that's one of the strengths of Sporrong is his explosiveness. If he's able to keep it in the hand, attack the fingers, and keep the pressure there without getting sucked, bicep under, palm under, then he's very strong in that top roll. So, but it didn't go quite his way against Morozov. This was actually the East versus West before that last one. So we can get an example of how he'll potentially lose. But on that first hit, you see Morozov slipping out. Let's go to the restart. So Morozov is exactly able to supinate in and cut off the top roll. He's not getting his wrist peeled back by Sporrong. Morozov with the first win there. Let's go to the second match.
Screw is moving. Oh yeah.
Sporrong in a much better position that time, able to get Morozov's wrist turn under, but he's able to slip out. They go to the strap there. So in the strap, Tobias not able to hit the hand. That's one thing about people who are explosive into hitting the hands and trying to get hand control out of the strap, is sometimes when they get into the strap, they're not able to take the hand as easily, and that's what you saw right here against Morozov. So Morozov won pretty comfortably in the strap there. This time, Morozov unable to slip. Again, you see that explosive hit from Tobias. Super explosive hit, feeling the fingers, side pressure, coordination, just crunching down on Morozov there. So that's 2-1. Let's go to the last match here. Now Morozov going into this match, he's got to be thinking, I have to keep my wrist safe, so I have to supinate in and get him in that hook, which is exactly what he does here. You see him supinating in, controlling the pronator of Tobias, and it makes it look easy once he's in that hook. And like I said, that's one thing I noticed about Sporrong is in that hook, he's not nearly as comfortable as when he's able to peel the wrist and the hand. So the thing is, he's going against Vitaly, which is a guy with a super long forearm, and Vitaly always sets up in a low hand top roll because everyone has such a shorter forearm, so he's got to dump his wrist basically to get to them to do the low hand top roll. So I would imagine if Tobias is able to peel Vitaly's fingers, Vitaly's going to be like this. If he's able to peel his fingers open, then there's a possibility that he could get some pins against Vitaly. We'll see if Vitaly will shoot for a hook. I think it's unlikely. I think Vitaly will be trying to do like a side pressure, low hand side pressure move. So I think it's going to be an absolute top roll war. That's why I think this is a great matchup by Engin Terzi, because it could potentially just be like one of those wars in the top roll where they're both in a high position. They're both just going back and forth and making slight adjustments, and it stops right there instead of it being just like a quick match. You know, I think it could be a very, very close match is what I'm predicting. So my prediction would be, I gotta say Vitaly's a favorite. Like everyone else is thinking Vitaly's a favorite, but I think Sporrong maybe gets a pin or two. It's possible he could win, but if I'm making a safe bet, I'm saying like 3-1 for Vitaly would be my prediction. But we'll see what happens. What do you guys think? What is your prediction on this match? Let me know.